Hey everybody, this is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I'm ready to continue encounter number 2 for our Descent game. This is Descent 2nd edition. We're playing this Castle Darien quest. The heroes managed to save the life of one of the villagers. As the Overlord, I was able to defeat 3 of them. But the heroes saved one villager and lit all of the beacons. So that was considered a victory for them. We're moving into the second part now, and let's go through a quick setup and make sure all is in order before we begin. It says when you reach Castle Darien, you find the gates already torn asunder by a mighty Etten. The castle's guards struggled valiantly, but they were no match for the Overlord's assault. The Black Knight, one gasps, lying at your feet. Sir Ulrich is here. Within the keep, you hear the aged Sir Palamon rallying the defenders. With reinforcements cut off by your arrival, and that of the, Darrentown militia, the old knight has a chance if you can buy him enough time. Well, as the Overlord, I'm going to be using Sir Ulrich Pharaoh. I think this is the main bad guy. And I'm going to slide his card up here. He looks pretty nasty. And he's even got full statistics, like, might and willpower and all that stuff. Got some abilities here. Unmovable and overpower. And I guess his strength will depend on the number of heroes. So since we're at the maximum number, he's going to be at the most powerful row of statistics. Speed of 3, 16 health, and he'll be rolling 2 gray defense dice. And he will attack with the red and the blue. What is unmovable? I guess it says this monster may choose to ignore any game effect that would force it to move. That's simple enough. Overpower. He performs a move action. Each time he moves into a space adjacent to a hero, he may test his might. If he passes, he may trade spaces with that hero, and the hero suffers 1 fatigue. So I guess he's just sort of shoving and pulling people around. We're going to have Ettins on the board, zombies, and 1 open group chosen from one of these 2 categories. Once again, as I chose the shades or something different there for our first game, I decided to choose something also from the conversion kit, just for variety, and I've chosen the Ogre. Looking on the back of the Ogre's card, we see that this symbol matches up, and this is for our, I guess, encounter or stage 1. Ogres here are larger size monsters, and knockback on a surge and +3 damage on a surge. Knockback says that you remove the target from the map, then place him on any empty space within 3 spaces of his original space. He counts as entering that space. Alright, so once again, something big that can push things around. The red model, the Master Ogre, is interesting. It has the same abilities, but it has Undying. As I'm reading it, that means once you do 8 points of damage, instead of killing the ogre, it says that you remove it from the map and then replace it with a minion of the same type. So you remove the red model and replace it with the white model, and it gets to keep fighting. So you've weakened it, but it's kind of tough to defeat. You basically have to defeat it twice. That's how I'm understanding that. So, following this setup, this big bad guy starts in the laboratory and the Ettins are in the hallway. The open group are on the stairs, and let's see, we get to take these zombies and put those in the throne room. So let me pull back. We'll take a look at the map as I'm setting it up. We've got our big bad guy there in the laboratory. Our Ettins are coming down the hallway. This token on the board there is Sir Palamon. That's the man you want to protect. And he's got a group of zombies there. I'm using my little dungeon command counters 1, 2, and 3. So you can tell me clearly which zombie you want to attack or target. Then, to represent the ogres, I just chose a model that had a big base and a big mouth and big clawed hands. So I think these are technically elementals of some type, but we'll just call them ogres for this battle. And then here are our heroes, and the surviving villager became a militiaman. Well, the militiaman blocks movement and line of sight. That's especially important for me as the Overlord. A militiaman will block movement. However, it's treated as a hero figure. So as a hero figure, our other heroes, the players, will be able to move through his space as a friendly space. So it doesn't technically block movement for them because it functions as a hero figure. But it will continue to block line of sight. Special rules: they can't recover any health by any means, but they are immune to conditions. But they automatically fail any attribute test. You see that they have a speed of 4, health of 6, they've got some defense and some attack abilities, even a ranged attack, which is nice. They are activated at the end of the last hero turn each round. So the hero, kind of like we did before with the villagers, the last acting hero gets to direct where the militiamen go and what they're going to do. They may perform 1 move action and 1 attack action, and they can't do anything else. Sir Palamon, this is the man you want to protect. He's also treated as a hero figure, and he cannot recover health by any means. But he's got 25 health, so I'm going to have to hammer on him for quite a while before I can bring him down, but that's what I have to do. It says at the end of the last hero turn each round, after all militiamen activate, we test Sir Palamon's is that willpower, I think. And he's trying to marshal more defenders. So if he passes this test, and this looks like to be his best ability, it's the 4. If he passes this test, we put a fatigue token on him, and we place 1 militiaman at the entrance tile. If he fails, there's no effect, and he can't perform any other actions. Reinforcements for Encounter 2 function a little differently than before. Usually at the end of the Overlord turn, I could place a monster, but here it clearly says at the start of each Overlord turn, he may place 1 monster from one of his monster groups, or Sir Alaric Pharaoh on the laboratory, respecting group limits. So if one of my monsters gets killed, I can call in a reinforcement and place it there in the laboratory at the beginning of my turn. So I guess that means I could activate it. Victory conditions. This is victory for the heroes. If Sir Palamon gets 5 fatigue tokens on him, so he's successfully passed that willpower test for 5 times, or all master monsters, so all the red monsters, including Alaric, are defeated, the heroes win. If Sir Palamon, with his 25 health, is defeated, then the Overlord wins. When I sort of packed up the set in between our games here, I took the cards that I had played during our last game and put those aside. These should be the cards that I played as Overlord during our first encounter. Frenzy, Critical Blow, Dark Might, Dark Fortune, Dash, Dark Charm, man, I remember that one. Poison Dart. I think I remember trying to get Tumble with that, but I didn't do it. Those were the cards I had played. As the Overlord, I still had 3 cards left in my hand, and then I still have a few unused ones here. The upside down ones are the ones I just showed you. So these are the fresh cards. Supposedly, as the Overlord, when I play through all my cards, I reshuffle the deck and make a new one. Well, I remembered that all of our heroes were basically undamaged. Just had some fatigue on them, which goes away. So any damage they would have suffered would have carried over to this part 2, but no one had any health damage. So everybody's at full health, and their heroic feat is recovered. Tumble here had the most equipment, thanks to his appraisal and greedy ability. So he was carrying a Ring of Power, which gave him +1 stamina, a Power Potion, a Fire Flask, a Health Potion, and this nasty crossbow, which has this pierce, which I need to remind myself as Overlord that that's going to ignore some armor. So that's Tumble. The Widow Tara here has this Reaper's Scythe, which allows for a ranged attack. The Skeleton Familiar here, which can be animated. Fury of Undeath, and Raise Dead. And that was what I had for Widow Tara. Sindril, we have the Iron Longsword, Advance, and Oath of Honor. Those were the cards I had for her. Then Oshrion, we had Prayer of Healing, Blessed Strike, and this wicked Iron Battle Axe, which also has the pierce there. And those were the cards we had for her. Well, I think that gets us ready. So, players, looks like on Facebook all of our gamers are returning to their roles for this second encounter, which is great. We even have 1 or 2 people that have volunteered to step in case anyone couldn't play, and that's great. We'll consider you on an alternate list here, or a waiting list here. That's wonderful. I appreciate volunteers doing that in case a slowdown occurs or something happens. But let me know if anything seems out of place. You know, this is technically just my 3rd session playing Descent. We played together, what was it, First Blood, and we played through Castle Darion Encounter 1, and so this is going to be number 3 for me. So still learning the ways to play and enjoy this game, but I'm looking forward to this second encounter. And I will post this over at Facebook, and guys, there, please feel free to write anything you need to, or if it all looks good, just once again let me know that you're ready to go, and we will start up the game. I think that the players always go first. So I guess you'll have to decide which two, if we sort of follow our past format, which two heroes are going to activate first and do what. Looks like the first thing you'll need to do is deal with these ogres on the steps. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit there so you can see it. That militiaman there is taking up a 5th square, so there wasn't enough room for him on the entrance tile. But he's right there. But let me know if there's any rearrangement that we need to do with the hero positions. And then I guess for the first two, let me know how you want to get things started. And we'll start this adventure. Thanks.